All right, this is cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle under low mag doesn't look like much. Let's go to 100x. Really, you got to go to 400x. Those little specks are nuclei. You got to go to 400. Just 400. That's pretty good. Picture that. Okay. The only thing on your study guide is the intercalated discs. Those little vertical dark bars. Basically, those are intercalated discs. They connect the muscle cells end to end. Okay. And I'll move on. The muscular artery and large vein slide. Oh, elastic artery is next. Elastic artery, yeah.
Professor Wally?
Yeah.
I was wondering if it's okay you can maximize the screen. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, I can, but it just does this.
Oh, okay.
Does that help?
Doesn't really matter. Thank you, though.
Yeah. I'll take pictures. I'll post it on D2L. Maybe you can blow the still images up. That's actually good. So I think this is pretty good to look at right here. This is an elastic artery, and the three tunics. And when I point to this right here and I say identify tunic, what are you going to put?
T-I. Oh, tunica.
Tunica intima or interna. This whole thing right there is tunica media. Even the light pink part is still considered tunica media, but it has this dark appearance due to elastic tissue. What tunic is out here? This loose CT. TA, or spell it out on the quiz, tunica adventitia. Yes, you can use it. Okay, I'm going to go to a higher mag so we can see the basal zone. So those little blood vessels there are considered vasoresorb. The vessels in the tunica adventitia, so I'm thinking of that. And I want to move on and look at your study guide for anything that I could possibly ask you. So the elastic fibers dominate the elastic artery. But what's also in them? Smooth muscle. Basically, all you see here is collagen fibers. Okay. The tunica intima, I can't see an internal elastic lamina on this slide, so don't worry about that for this slide. It's hard to see. I can see it when I look in the scope, but it doesn't project well on here, so I wanted to ask you. Let's move on. Muscular artery and large baby. Let's go to a medium magnification. This is low mag. Vein on top, muscular artery on the bottom. So muscular artery, large vein. Okay, they both have all three tunics. Okay, let's look at the artery first. Let's talk about the tunics. I can see a nice internal elastic lamina, but what tunic is that? Tunic intima. If I say identify the structure, what do you think I'm asking for? Internal elastic lamina. If I say identify the tunic, well then it's obvious, right? So what tunic is that? Tunic media. What if I ask you to identify the kinds of cells that are in there? What's the same too? Elastic fibers and smooth muscle cells. And this is tunica adventitia out here. Yeah. I usually don't see the basal desorum in the muscular arteries. So take a picture of you. And let's look around for that large vein. So here's large vein. Let's identify the tunics. If I point to the innermost part, tunica intima, but it's kind of blackish, which leads me to believe it's internal elastic lamina for this large vein. What about, say, from here to here? What tunic? Media. And from here to here? Adventitia. Okay. All right, so that's that slide. And then arteriole. Here's a low mag. What I would do is I would just scan around and look for the white pulp, a purple splotch. It's called white pulp and it's purple. Boom, boom, boom. All right there. Because those have little arterioles in them. If you go closer up, I choose you. We're looking good. And, any of those are pretty good. The white pulp with the central artery or arteriole. No tunica adventitia. Let's go to 400. Let me get a low mag and a high mag. That's a medium mag. That's 100x. Here's 400. So all I see is a couple layers of smooth muscle. I don't see any tunica adventitia. But there's always a TI, tunica interna or intima. So that's it. That's the central arteriole. The next slide is rat testes. So they see the seminiferous tubules. To find a capillary, you got to look in the spaces between to find a muscular artery or a capillary. Let me see if I can find a capillary. Let me go to 100X. Right there, I'm going to look at that. Let me see what that looks like. That's pretty good. I look at this blood vessel, I only see a TI, one letter, tunica intima. And those are the red blood cells squashed in there. I'll take a picture of that. Find another one. That right there and that right there are capillaries. It might be hard to see in the back. Those are red blood cells in there. All these are interstitial cells. And we're concerned with the blood vessels now. Right there and there. It's a little better here. It might look better on your computer screen at home. Take a picture of that. Okay, let's find a muscular artery. On this slide, I'll take you back to low mag. What I'll tell you to do is kind of scan around and find a big artery, find a big boy. And usually they're right up here. We'll look at that, see what that looks like. So you're looking for all three tunics. Sort of 400. That's good. Pretty good. You see three tunics. I do. What's this one? Tunica adventitia, the grayish one. Tunica media, and I see the internal elastic lamina of tunica intima. So what are all these cells?
Red blood
Red blood cells. That's a good thing. One more slide. Before the shower drain. We're trying to find central venial. Either of these is pretty good. See the lobule structure? Blood filters, it percolates toward the shower drain or the central venial. Okay. I'll give you this LOMAD picture. And I'll focus in on one of them. Give me that back. higher mag, I don't know, can you see how blood is kind of would percolate through towards here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's little spaces and there's little sinus spaces where blood is all kind of like percolating through. So that's what you would identify. That's a venule. There's hardly anything there as far as a vessel wall. But I know it's a venule. That's where they're located. So that's what you got now. That's it. Okay. Once again, I did lab for you. You're not going to need a whole lot of time here to study on your own. So go ahead. There's nothing to turn in for lab today.